What's up guys, Lifting here. So if you're planning on playing a bow-based character and want to kill stuff from afar, I get it. That's probably more intelligent than being up close and personal with the plague-infested zombies. And in this video I'm going to give you step-for-step directions on how to level any archetype bow-based attack character. And with that I mean any character using a bow to deal damage with and rely on skill nodes such as increased attack speed, projectile damage and so on. From this you can then later transition into whatever bow build you have in planes. You can just use this as a leveling template to get there faster. So let's get into it. After defeating Hillock and entering Lion Eyes Watch, the first thing you need to do is get yourself a Shrapnel shot skill gem, either as a quest reward from Tarkley or by buying it from Nessa. If she doesn't have this gem available to you, just log out, create a ranger, run to town, talk to Tarkley and get it as a guaranteed quest reward. Then throw it into the stash, relog to your main character and pick it up. In this video I'm already playing as a ranger, so that wasn't necessary. Next up, equip your Wanderlust boots and your Goldrim for a nice movement speed, mana regen and huge elemental resistances boost. After that, equip your Silverbranch bow for a nice DPS boost and socket in your Shrapnel shot so it benefits from the +1 to level of socketed bow gems. Pew pew, time's wasting, go shoot stuff. Once you reach level 5, make sure to equip your Karui Ward amulet, mainly for the movement speed and accuracy bonus, but the extra strength also makes leveling certain skill gems easier later on. Then 3 levels later, once you reach level 8, equip your Wurm's Molt belt, and just 1 level later, at level 9, equip the mighty Stormcloud bow. Then eventually, after defeating Brutus in the prison, get yourself the Blink Arrow skill and the added cold damage support gem from Nessa or as a quest reward from Tarkley. Now link added cold damage with Shrapnel shot for now. Furthermore, if you want, as an optional step, get the Siege Ballista skill gem as it will help you out with single target damage later on. Or, and it should be said, if the class you're playing don't have added cold damage available, you can instead choose added lightning or both for maximum damage if they are available. Although none of them are necessary. Added fire damage does not work in this situation because you're using the Stormcloud bow and it only deals lightning damage. Next, once you have reached Mavale's Cavern and are at least level 12, take the waypoint or TP back to town and get yourself the Lightning Arrow skill gem and the lesser multiple projectile support gem. Now link these together. If you have a 3 or 4 link, feel free to add in the added lightning and added cold damage support gems as well, or link those with your Siege Ballista. Next, in Act 2, after completing the Intruders in Black quest, get yourself either the Herald of Thunder or Herald of Ice skill gems. Herald of Thunder requires a higher amount of intelligence and you should only choose this if you can cover this requirement, otherwise go with Herald of Ice. Next, go poach the Weaver and reach level 18. Return to town, then grab the Faster Attacks quest reward from Silk, then talk to Yena, buy the physical projectile attack damage support gem and link the lightning arrow with faster attacks, physical projectile attack damage and lesser multiple projectiles in your new Roth's reach bow. About 7 levels later, at level 25, equip your Foxshade for a decent damage boost and some increased movement speed. Then at level 31, I would also suggest that you complete the quest A Fixture of Fate to obtain the Blasphemy support gem and the Poachers Mark curse and link these together. With this setup you'll build frenzy charges for more damage and get both mana and life on hit, making it easier to sustain your skill cost. At the same time, swap out your Roth's reach with the Doomfletch unique bow. Doomfletch works in similar fashion to Facebreakers in the sense that in order to scale the damage, you need to stack as much flat physical damage as possible. That means you should prioritize using jewelry with flat added physical damage, and the Foxshade you are currently wearing now also gains extra value due to that role. If you can afford or is willing to invest the currency, buy yourself a Meganord's girdle belt for a decent damage boost as well. It isn't necessary though. Later in the game, once you reach level 38, I'd suggest swapping out your lesser multiple projectiles for greater multiple projectiles in your lightning arrow setup. And then finally, at level 40, you need to either upgrade your existing Doomfletch bow or buy yourself a new Doomfletch Prism bow. To upgrade the bow, you need to fulfill the Ancient Doom Prophecy, which includes killing Vol over Soul on one of the 3 difficulties, depending on what the prophecy specifically states. To obtain this prophecy, you have to get lucky with Navali, not that kind of lucky, or buy it on PoE trade. Just make sure that the actual prophecy isn't more expensive than just buying the Doomfletch Prism itself. Doomfletch Prism is extremely powerful compared to anything you have available at that point in time. As long as you keep upgrading your jewelry and get good flat physical rolls on your gear, you can pretty much use this bow all the way into tier 15 maps without any problems. Getting a drill neck in case you are using Pierce is also a very powerful addition to this setup. From here your character is pretty much set on its way and you can effectively level into the higher difficulties. Just make sure to keep an eye out for rare gear with live, flat physical rolls and resistance rolls to make the journey easier. It is of course up to you when you switch over to whatever build you have in plan to follow, but this will get you to the point where you can pretty much use any skill gem setup and it does it very efficiently and safely. I hope you found this useful. Check out my 2 other guides for leveling any melee or caster build efficiently. There should be a link to them in the description of the video. Subscribe for more Path of Exile content. Thank you for watching, and bros, do you even
This is a Crit Inquisitor Ice Nova build guide. In this video I will show off some gameplay, talk about the strengths and weaknesses of the build, and share tips on how to get it rolling as fast as possible. For the actual details of the build, make sure to check